All right, I think everything's working. Sorry guys, I am running really late today. It's been one of those days. I probably made a mistake scheduling this right when I get done with work, but I made it, so we are good to go, and we will keep on moving on here. How's everybody doing today? Dwayne, good to see you. Martin, how you doing? Oh, is Q live right now as well? I didn't even check. I didn't have time to do any surfing or anything, so. Axel, how you doing? 07. Mike, good to see you. Robert, hope you guys are all having a good day. So we're going to do I initially had planned on doing a Fed and KDF sim. Now my dog's barking. But I am not going to be able to do that. My oldest kid's got COVID, and he's just getting over it. Now my middle kid is sick, and so I got to help Mama out here. Scotty, quiet. I'm going to have someone come get that dog. He's blind, he's lost, he doesn't know that I'm out here. I used to be able to just put something in my chair and then just like put on a playlist of how-to guides. He would think I was here like when I had to go to work, and he wouldn't be freaking out, but let me text someone to come get the dog. So again, let me apologize because the stream's going to be a little bit of a mess here. All right, so we're going to be doing a couple different giveaways. So I'll start one here in a few minutes. It's going to be for a code that they gave out in Mission Chicago, and that is going to include a Bashir Doff, a Lita Doff, and a Kira Doff, as well as a Federation Elite starter pack. That is for PC, and I'll start one here in a few minutes once we start trying to get things organized, and then I'll do another one at the end. I'm also going to do a 10 key giveaway in the Fleet Discord. I did not have time to get that started prior, so I'll add that page and start that giveaway as soon as the stream is over, a little bit after the stream is over. So if you're in the Fleet, you want to join the Fleet, if you're in even just the Discord, everybody is welcome to join that. Those 10 keys were donated by Wolf Chris, so thank you very much. We appreciate that, and we'll get that going. Like I said, I'm just kind of winging it today, guys, so again, I do apologize. Caleb, how you doing? Amder, good to see you. All right, and also, I guess before we jump into it, dog. I wanted to just kind of talk through a quick update on Augie. Roman, will you take Scotty and his bed, bring him into mom for me? You can come back to the bed if you want to. Thanks, dude. So if you're not aware, Augie had a medical emergency on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, sometime last weekend. It was right after he put out his last video, and he, I guess his wife found him unresponsive in his chair. They rushed him to the hospital, and he was unresponsive there. They put him into surgery and did quite a few things that seemed pretty intense, pretty serious, but it looks like that he has pulled through that. He's going to probably be dealing with some of that recovery going forward. So, everybody keep him in, your minds, prayers, hearts. I know his style is a little bit different, obviously, from mine. Some people don't like the way I do things. Some people don't like the way he does things. This is kind of how it goes. But he is a good guy, and he's put a lot of work into, the game and the community and trying to, help people, perfect their builds, do those kinds of things. Well, focus on kind of different things. He focuses more on the high end, which is totally cool. Just keep him in your thoughts. I did go back and I was wondering, because I had a question on Sunday stream about Augie retiring, and I just assumed that prior to that he had said he was going to take a little bit of a break, a breather, and so I just assumed that's what it was. And Nick MB had showed me a post that was grabbed from his last video that he uploaded. So at the very end of it, there's a couple paragraphs where he had written that basically, he needs to focus on himself, and he's put a lot into it. He's worn out. He's not taking the same kind of enjoyment from it, and that video that was at would be his last video. So it was basically a goodbye statement, what it was labeled at the top. And I was unaware of that when I was responding to that comment in Sunday's stream. So I hope that's not the case, but you got to take care of yourself first, obviously, and if this is something that is causing additional stress and things like that with some of the issues that he has, then he should probably do that. Thank you, Nick. I knew I was forgetting something. So hopefully you guys heard that. So I'll probably just put a post recapping that just in case you didn't, because I had the music very loud, which I apologize for. So if you weren't able to hear that properly, I'll have a post just making sure everybody is updated. Is that better? Is that too loud? Yeah, that's better. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Martin. See, normally Augie would be here telling me music's loud, or hey, your mic is still muted. So all right, I think that takes care of all the notes I wanted just to touch on. And so this stream, we're just going to be doing the colony sim, having some fun. We're going to be playing with our fleet members, so I'll jump in Discord with them here in just a moment, and we'll get stuff organized and go through and defend the colony. Why don't I go ahead and get the first giveaway going here, and then we'll start getting this bad boy going. So I'll do this first one for 20 minutes. And again, this is for a Mission Chicago code. In the description the bot puts out here should have all the details of what that's going to include. Oh, you know what? Okay, good. I didn't, Jesus Christ. I didn't wait to make sure that Streamlabs had already started responding in chat, but it did. So, okay. Crisis averted. I also forgot to share that we were going live. That's okay. You know what? It's just us. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into Discord with everybody, and let's go ahead and get this thing going. I can hear myself when I unmuted.
Think you're hearing yourself through Ghost?
Yeah. Now we can unmute Stu stream and do that. Yeah, we can still hear it. Right.
Now all of you guys in here are in the future. Slightly. 20 seconds.
In the future. Oh my god.
Isn't time travel a
Yep.
fun thing?
All right, how many do we got down here? I can't see from there.
Not enough.
He's getting older. He needs glasses.
I've had glasses since I was 10 years old, so I beat you all to it.
Anybody that would like to join in, even if you're not in the fleet, we can send you an invite to the map. There's a link to the Discord server down in the description. So if you just go there and just go to the event tab, or you can just join us in chat. If you don't want to be in chat, you don't have to. Voice chat, that is. If you go to event chat, the text channel, just type in there you want an invite, and we'll send you one over. And that's either if you want to join the fleet, or even if you don't want to join the fleet and you just want to participate, we can just send you the map invite and you can participate.
Let me log in real quick.
Alright, so Stu, you're in a group with 3. Angel, you're in here. You're in Discord, aren't you?
Yep.
Stu's.
Okay, and I'm on my engineer with the with all the heal stuff.
What should
And
we
then
keep for offensive?
Do you have Anchor of Grethel?
No.
Just whatever you like, really. I'm doing the mine build.
I've
So you
got.
just
I'm gonna hop.
I got 2 mines.
I'm gonna hop on my main.
I'm a beam overload. I'm a beam overload build with a Terran Lexicon Dreadnought.
Rob, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Grounds.
It's the ground. Yeah.
Oh, ground.
Yeah.
Ground, yeah.
Oh.
This one's gonna be extra taxing. I got the Discord in my ear reading chat and talking. It's already hard enough for me to read and all of that.
Oh, fly black. Buzz the tower. Buzz the tower, Maverick.
And let me know, guys, if the levels are okay, if you can hear Discord. I have it kind of turned down a little bit underneath where my mic is set, so.
I have one where you can bring a runabout in and he just hovers around and blows apart anything that's, around your general AO for 2 minutes.
That name, good hair.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, I got this.
Oh, that is good. It's got that pike kind of look.
No idea. I'm just here to shoot whatever I'm told to shoot.
For my team, it's XAAX.
Do you want to come up here, Stu, and meet up on the stairs? Because I think for you, we'll keep your group as is for now. So then we need 2 more group leads. I think Intriguing is one of them, and then I think 1 of 6 is the other.
Are you just volunteering me, are you?
Well, where you want me, guys.
We need an engineer with the healing on each point. So you're one of the few engineers around, and I know you've got the stuff for it. So
Yep.
Made that tune specifically in honor of
everybody else.
Ensign Matt.
Good.
Okay.
So Intriguing to start sending invite, and I think 1 of 6 also needs to be sending invite to get a group full. Or we can trade an engineer, or like I can take one and Caleb, because you're in voice, maybe we need to, we'll trade you to another group. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
I'll just go with 1 of 6 for now, then, guys. I'm
Yeah,
down.
Dwayne,
We
me
don't
too.
have an engineer in this fleet yet.
Yep.
And there we go. I've been invited.
Well, I'm on Hydra.
I'm tactical. I'm running a tactical alien from Starfleet.
That's something I have to make a Starfleet.
Dan,
And I've got a team.
can you please watch my
How many do you have
special
so far?
I have a full team.
Okay.
at same point when you need a lab?
One more.
Yeah.
1 of 6.
If you're in Discord, DM me a link to it.
1 of 6's group.
Here by the
Oh, you're in, yeah.
by the tunnel.
How many do you have?
I have 4.
You have
With
4.
me.
I have 4 so far.
The hair's the best part of Strange New Worlds.
Alright,
Pike's Peak, I guess that's what they're calling it on the set.
Alliance chat.
Yeah, counting me, we got 4. There's 1 of 6, Storm, Helene, and me, Stark, in my group.
Leroy Jackson.
I'm the tall Vulcan with the really big gun.
Yo, my main character, his name's Leroy.
Be able to hear Stu, right?
No.
No, I'm just muting. I'm muting my mic off and on.
Okay.
That might be a good thing.
Well, easier.
And remember, everybody.
Cesspool, what's up, man? Good to see you.
So I got 2 tacks and another end and another side. That's a pretty good match. Pretty good team.
I think my group's gonna take my usual position, far right of the map.
I will
And
try
then
my best to keep
With
up.
Stu has, so you could use with one more. So is anyone else who doesn't have a group?
Yeah, Black Hydra or Ra.
You see Stu standing up on the stairs on the ladder.
Hold
I'm jumping.
on, let me.
Is the player
Yeah.
1 of 6 in the voice chat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm the guy standing right in front of you. You're up on the Ferengi shuttle.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's me.
And so your group's got 4 or 5 now.
Yes, we have 4. 1 of 6 has 4.
Okay.
I'm porting over to the colony right now.
Stu, you're gonna take your normal, and you'll take the inside one on the left side, and I'll take the far on the right. And Intriguing, you want to take the one that's on the right side?
When you say right or left, are you saying like looking at the colony buildings?
When you like look at the map, the one you've done the last couple times.
Yeah,
that's
first one to the
one.
left. Okay.
Yeah, you take that one. My group's gonna take the one I've normally been taking. Intriguing can take this one on this side, and
I haven't done this before yet, so.
Yeah, I will warn you all time. I saw a noob at this.
That's alright.
I've only been.
If you die, though, you have to
We'll knock a shuttle out of the sky in one shot.
Let's get it. So is the virtual or the person in the horse leading the way? Where are we going here?
Yeah,
What generator are we headed for?
Crazy.
So on the map, on the right-hand side of the building, it's like right.
You can't jump there. I forgot that.
Martin, that's a hard choice, man. I think personally, even though Discovery is not my favorite show, I really like the ships a lot.
Oh, and we're running.
Ra hasn't got a group invite, but I'm transferring maps.
Okay. You'll be in Stu's group. So when you spawn in, you go up a bit and to the left.
14 minutes on the giveaway, guys. If you haven't entered, exclamation point. Is it raffle?
Turn to the.
Yes.
Oh, this is where the group was last time when I was able to finally get on the map after I got invited, but I wasn't able to participate because we were already full. So I just snuck off to the side, sniped anything that looked dangerous. It was fun. I didn't get big credit for it, but I kept stuff off our backs.
Well, I mean, at least you did something.
Why are we popping these now?
There's enemies behind you.
There it
Kill
is.
you. I'm saving you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm running in the wrong direction here. I got lost.
I just equipped my dinosaur with a massive laser on its forehead.
That means we can
Freaking laser beams on his head.
And now for all the Austin Powers fans.
I lost a member.
You lost a member.
Shadow Poet, how's it going?
Black Hydra, you on the map yet?
It did go fast.
Still.
They got done with it, and I was wishing for more. They did such a good job on that, though. I hope they continue to do as good of a job.
Because he's got a bit more of a wide open spot, and Stu's is gonna be enclosed area. So I think it's a bit easier with less members on that side.
Alright, that's cool.
And then you can, if we have 5 in one of those middle points, you can be moved to 2 of the side ones pretty easily, but it should be alright.
Alright.
Yeah, so instead of
Yeah, I was gonna say Dune was so long.
go up the staircase to the right.
I really liked the movie,
that open area,
but I think like the other I think like the original movies and shows, it I don't want to say they drag on because I enjoyed every minute of it, but like especially like this latest movie, there was like a symphony, I mean, of music like through the entire thing that made it even longer. It was really good, but I remember when I got done like watching it, I'm like, man, I listened to a lot of music in that show. The original miniseries I think was like that as well, though.
You basically you see the cover shields and the mortars, you kill that. But then in the rest of the time,
I feel like Nick's voice is louder than everybody else's.
Kill
Yeah, they
everything.
really don't like electricity.
Alright.
They want to beat us back to the Stone Age.
Credit goes to Augie's wife. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad she did that. It made me have a talk with my wife. I'm like, if anything ever happens to me, like, I mean, she live streams and, you know, uses Discord, so she understands how to use it also. But we had that talk.
Great, engineer drops autofail. Awesome.
Yeah. The 2 kit modules and an engineer just make it so easy.
Yeah. I mean, with an engineer, I can probably hold a generator myself.
Yeah, my engineer isn't like fully built, and it really felt quite easy.
I came loaded appropriately this time. I mean, yeah, standing there. The armor set is Kamarki's, you know, I'm going to fry everything with the super taser of death.
I mean,
We need to start a petition for Colony Sim in space that rewards the same kind of rewards as this ground one.
So my Klingon also has the Sompek Lightning module, and they both have holographic combat drones, just in case that isn't enough. The Klingons also got a few
Commandos.
Also, Commando, what? It's really not that hard.
Oh, okay.
Should I check it, Rob?
Also, did I mention I have a Raptor that with tactile armor?
I thought so.
Curly, you need an invite. Curly's gonna
Oh, I got a good one for you too, by the way.
And Hydra, you in Intriguing Script now?
Let me find it. You can look closely. It's full of all kinds of Easter eggs.
I got a fire alarm going off here.
This thing's better to be up on the wall.
Be back.
Let me see. I sent it to Triz the
Guys,
other
I got a fire
day.
alarm going off. I gotta check what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Zone first!
Rob's in chat. Rob, get on Rob.
Copy
Rob,
image.
we need that engineer power.
I mean, it's courteous of you to tell us and all, but if you're on fire, go put it out.
Yeah.
There you go, Rob. Take a look at that one closely.
We appreciate you being here.
On fire. Thank you for the information, but put it out first.
Spencer did that one. He put a lot of time into
Key
it.
on it and get back to the game.
We have one science and all tack on our group.
Oh, jeez. Damn.
Oh, no, our leader's the engineer. All right, so actually more incentive to keep the group leader kicking here. All right.
Yep. And that's another. Oh, Dwayne's got a 1-team. Very nice, Dwayne. That's another reason why I was seeing if Rob's around. Rob's an engineer. He can come and also join your group. Or,
One's better than none.
Yeah.
We got two tacks, a science, and an engineer. That should be enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm not making sure I'm spread out to the left side from where the other tack is. So basically, we're in a
9 minutes on the
elongated
giveaway.
East-west, toward the north-south thing. We got the engine. We got the group leader, the engineer on the north point, right by our generator. Science is on the south end of the compass, maybe I don't know, 10 meters behind her. Then east and west, we got the two tacks, Storm and myself.
Nice.
I think
Don't
we're
get
bleeding
some.
through into Stu's stream, our voice chat.
I'm just waiting for the balloon to go up so we can start knocking stuff down. No, that giveaway Stu announced for that phaser cannon from lower decks. I was running around on the Zinkethi, the beach defense. I was knocking down shuttles with this thing in the second firing mode.
Nice.
Yeah, that Shaxx cannon is super strong.
It is beautiful. I love that thing. And this guy is rigged for bear. The only reason that my Klingon doesn't have it is Klingons like disruptors, so he's toting the Boolean cannon from the Lobby store.
I thought Klingons like batlets. Come on. Get it right.
Yeah. Batlet for one, and normally he does like a batlet. But for this, he also has the Kamarki mirror set up for the electric juicy goodness. Plus he's got the Sompek lightning module too.
You only can throw batlets so far is the problem.
I have some pretty badass.
Yeah, Shadow Poet. I agree with that. It's a good community. I mean, you know, I made that video of World of Warships, and there was a lot of comments about toxic chat. And we do have that in STO, but it's not as bad. I mean, shit, my wife plays Fortnite. You should you should hear some of that stuff. It's insane. But I think overall the STO community is very, very, very good. Holy Trinity.
I still don't have a full team here.
Hydra, you on the map?
Everything okay, Intriguing?
I got kicked off. I'm having problems.
Okay. Well,
Curly?
Observer.
Curly's on the map. Is Curly around you?
Yeah, I just invited him. He's in.
Yep. And okay, I'm gonna start it because we got all our engineers here, and then if anybody else wants to join, they can just jump on the map and join a group.
Well,
I am
can
kicking
you,
all
can
my
you send
buffers.
me an invite? Can you send Ron an invite?
Do you need a
Avatar, how's it going?
Rob?
Yeah.
Can you name somewhere that we... Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Stu2001 foo.
Cool. Got it.
No bad guys yet.
It takes a minute for it to spawn in.
Left and see ladder, and you'll join Stu's group.
Oh, am I the only one with the obelisk today in our group?
No, I
to the
got
left.
Okay.
No.
That reminds me, I need to start putting those down.
Alright.
I'm ready with my ambushed ball lightning combo.
You're right, me too.
I'm waiting for some reds to show up.
Oh, dude.
It's got a bug, and the first 10 waves are just gonna auto-complete for us. Watch.
I wish.
Hey, that would be easy.
I'll take it.
Alright, good stream, guys. We'll see you next week.
I know, right? Hey, thanks for joining.
It's the first time I've used that Anchor of Grethor. I like that.
Yeah.
My weapon's not coming out.
It looks cool too.
Best damage, but the pull on it for this just works so well.
Yeah, no. We'll double grab it.
Yeah.
Engage!
I literally only had my
Gemini are lovely.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like this gun.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was the same call, Sam. I was wrong. Is there a, which one were you thinking of? I thought this was the only one. I guess there's different levels of difficulty, but I think it's all in the same place.
I'll fire now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just stand around doing nothing.
Like the educational route. I enjoy doing that.
I'm just lying in my pajamas. It's fine, okay? Yeah.
It's one of those things too, where the game's like,
Yeah,
it's
let everyone...
it's complicated enough, you know, in the range of, you know, I don't want to say how good you can be, but the knowledge on it, you can, you know, still not know everything and help people still, right? So I try and do things from, you know, the perspective of if I'm a new player or, you know, free to play. And I do have a free to play account, and that's helped a lot. But I said this last time, like, I really enjoy my free to play account, trying to make the most out of, you know, the little that I have. Ooh, look at my eyes. That's cool. Should probably stop messing around. I would guess they're trying to get that in as soon as possible, but I think some of that stuff probably takes them a little bit longer for approval. But how long did it take for us to start getting Discovery stuff in? It was before the first season was over, right?
I'm getting carried right now. This is too good. I just press, just press a few healing things and call it a day.
Which ones were the...
You're literally teleporting into our crossfire.
Was it the Iconians last time on, like, Wave 3 that were a little bit harder than everything else?
Yeah.
We all got a couple of files and like, okay.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
One shield that got pretty low.
Yeah, the boiler's hurt.
Added most stuff during the first season. Yeah.
Stuck on this.
Oh, the cameras.
Kill said on recent stream we might see Strange New World items near the end of the year. That makes sense. rather see it sooner, but I want to see it sooner, and I want to see it as like mission or event rewards. I don't want to have to spend tons of money on it. So I may end up not getting it if that's the case. Probably should have took some ibuprofen before we started this. That's right. Let the water kick in. Man, stuff is just melting. You're the only one that wants the Orville back? Orville pack. That would be kind of crazy if they did a crossover with that. I mean, obviously it's not going to happen, but I'd be in.
Someone took it out.
Oh, that's super quick.
Yeah.
We're already on wave 5.
How often does it ask us to continue like every 4 or 5 waves? Is it okay? Sounds like last time it didn't. Yeah. If we can't, we can. I was gonna say if we can, but I don't think there's any question of whether or not we can. So yeah, yes we are. Yes we are.
We might be down the body, but so far so good.
Yeah, we did one. Was that last week or the week before off stream? I think we were teams of 3 and 4, and we didn't have any problems.
Well, when you're sitting at Fleet Admiral when this thing's originally designed for what, level 60?
I think you
halfway through, right?
probably even lower than that.
Play RB. RB, you need to here.
They didn't have near as many toys in the lobby store as you get now.
Yeah, that's right.
Get on team 2.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Engage the enemy, boys.
No one's got the golden chains, but I'm loving that.
RB, do you want to run to the far left side of the map?
It's the Anchor Aggrethor from the winter event store.
For the horse.
I think, we're going. Continue.
Well, you probably do need. Do you have a group though? So like, you go to the far left side, but we'll just get you on our group just to get you on one.
Sure.
Yeah, Thomas, I think Orville anything's gonna probably be a no-go, especially if you're asking Kale.
That's a different franchise.
What? RB, did you get that prompt for the continue, or you weren't on the map yet?
Not on the map yet. I just warped to the Kirby. There are
Should it?
Oh, no, cool.
You know you can transfer right in this thing. I knew that.
Yeah, Shadow Poet, it's good. At first, it was kind of had that like spoofy kind of feel, but I think it kind of found its own place pretty quick, and it's really good. It's very Star Trek-esque, especially kind of next gen to me in terms of the way the writing and stuff is. You know, I've been watching a bunch of is, it's not sci-fi related, I guess, but is the Umbrella Academy on Netflix. Almost through season 3. I kind of binge watched it over a few days. I'm really liking that. Third season alone has better quality. the past pre-Star Trek shows. Yeah, I mean, if I'm being super honest, I think Discovery Season 1 and 2 I really liked. It just got to the point, though, to me where it was kind of like it jumped the shark. Like, the universe is always going to end. And I think part of it is those non-serialized shows is kind of a bummer for me. I don't mind, like, an overarching theme and storyline, but when it's just a continual movie that's broken up. Same with Picard. I just felt like it was kind of lazy. I mean, I watched it, I enjoyed it, but it's like one of those things, especially when they make them like that, I'm never going to watch it again. Like Game of Thrones, probably, you know, one of my favorites. I'm never going to watch it again. Battlestar Galactica, it's just too much. I want to be able to, like, put it on when I go to bed and enjoy a short story. And you just can't do it with that kind of stuff, and it's a bummer. After episode 2. I really like all the actors in Discovery. I thought did a really good job. There was a little too much crying for my taste, and some of it seemed a little bit forced. You know, like Picard would, you know, give some moving speech, you know, every, I don't know, once or twice, you know, a season. And I felt like in Discovery, it was like they were trying to do that every single show, you know, and it just wasn't, it wasn't very believable for me. I'm not one of those people like, you know, you can't cry or dudes can't cry. That's not the case, you know, but when you're crying every single episode, it's kind of ridiculous. This parallel thinking we got going, yeah. I don't know, maybe it's that old school thought. I don't know, guys. It's just maybe it's the boomer in me, but and I'm not like a hater. I'm not like one of those people like it's ruining Star Trek, you know. I mean, that statement could be true. I mean, it's subjective, right? It could ruin Star Trek for people. It just didn't for me. I'm not one of those people that, especially when it comes to like canon and things like that, like I want like the shows to make sense, but if everything's not perfect and this looks a little different, or you know the Kelvin Enterprise isn't quite right, I've seen people get very upset about that. I'm just not one of those people that are gonna, you know, get emotional about, you know, upset about something not being, you know, perfectly correct with canon and those kinds of things. If it was entertaining and, you know, it was in the genre I liked and the acting was good, then I like it. I really want this orbital strike to go off, but it just takes so long to proc. There it went. Half the time when I click it, stuff's dead before it actually comes down. Leave room for rendition, creativity. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. You know, if you want to revamp it a little bit. But like I was watching this this YouTube video the other day, and it was critical, you know, of Picard. It said so in the title. Guy wasn't a hater. He watched it all. You know, he liked it, but like within that, you know, for our second season, there's inconsistencies. I didn't really pick up on it, and it's kind of like whatever, you know. It bothers me a little bit if you have that kind of thing, because it needs to be believable within that particular setting, that season, you know. There are some things like, you know, he was also talking about some things that weren't believable with, or not believable, but they weren't in line with when, you know, the eugenics wars were and stuff. But I mean, that's all so far removed from the show, I'm like, I don't care, you know. But the whole, you know, it's time travel, but it's not a different universe, but you have the Borg Queen that comes back. What about the Borg Queen that was there before, and you know, all the stuff with the Borg with Voyager? Like, there was stuff within the show that just seemed like there wasn't a lot of thought put into how that makes sense. Oh, no, why did I click that way out there? They didn't change anything in Deep Space Nine when they went back in time. Right, well, and that's true, right? Because I was always, you know, for me, why do I keep clicking these out of range? For me, time travel is going to different universes. You can't go back in time and change stuff. Otherwise, you know, either you don't exist, or, you know, you don't know what you knew to go back, or, you know what I'm saying? So, like, every time you go, like, if in a show, if someone goes back in time, they've just entered a new universe where they've showed up back in time, right? And the universe you came from still exists. So I have a hard time with the whole, you know, if you're changing the timeline and stuff like that. To me, it's you're just moving to different parallel universes. And so anytime that you make it to where this is the same universe, but you've just gone back in time and done, you know, changed something or not changed something, to me, that you can't justify that logically to me. So you had to match the episode footage. Yeah. But that by itself isn't like that's not a game, you know, that's not a deal breaker for me in terms of liking the show. I just the second season of Picard, it was like 5 different storylines all kind of intertwined. It was just too much, you know, for me. Like I said, I watched it, I enjoyed it, but I didn't come away from it like I came away from Strange New Worlds, right? Where I'm like, dude, that was good. I can't wait till a little time passes and I can rewatch those again. I believe transporter beams kill you, replace you with an exact replica. Yeah, and I think that's a good, you know, philosophical argument to be able to make. Because really you're talking about, does it transport your soul, right? And I don't know that even in Star Trek, if that's something that they could actually, you know, with that, in the Star Trek universe, you know, with their technology, I don't even think that's a question they could actually answer. Are they blowing up my health drones? Like I said, I think you can go back in time. I don't think you can go back in time, though, in your own reality or universe. Because just the act of going back in time changes the universe that you were in, right? Forget about all the paradox stuff where if you ran into yourself, right, but you don't remember running into yourself as a child. Whoa, ran into something. Even in Discovery, oh, Michael the First. Well, and I think, Martin, they explained that away, right, by everything was all classified, the spore drive, all that kind of stuff. That's how they explained it away, but... And again, I'm okay, like, that's the stuff that doesn't really bother me much, even if it was, like, blatantly inconsistent. As long as it's not, like, inconsistent in the same, like, you know, show or, you know, season, for that matter. Right, and that's the other thing, right, Martin? It's like it's so hard and impossible, but it seems like anytime they need to just go ahead and do it, they can, right? It's a little slingshot around the sun. Good to go. Yeah, no, I agree, Axel. And that was part of it too, that for me I was just kind of like, okay, you know, like I want to watch Picard, you know, go to alien planets and, you know, new environments and, you know, and all that kind of stuff, or, you know, a future Earth or whatever. Like I can go outside, you know, and look around. And that might have been part of it, right? I mean, it didn't feel like Star Trek because it was, you know, today outside the studio there. I think they've also lost, and I don't want to get like political because I'm not going to make like a political statement, but I think they've lost the nuance that Star Trek has always had. So, you know, you have the original series, right, with Uhura. That was a big deal to have, you know, a black woman on, not just on the set, but, you know, in a position, you know, on a starship, you know, even though it was all made up during that time. You had the Next Generation that, you know, they went to the planet where there was no genders, and there was, you know, I think she identified as a girl, you know, and they did it in this tactful way where you were able to get anybody of any side to consider options and you know, and different things because it was removed from our current reality. And I feel like, you know, some of the newer stuff, it's more kind of blatant in your face. And so all it does is kind of add to, you know, all the crazy division that goes on. And it misses an opportunity that Star Trek has always been able to really kind of take advantage of, and really being able to bridge that gap where they can talk about sensitive issues, but it's removed from, you know, reality, even though you can still tie it all back in, you know. And I just feel like they're not doing a good job at that. Because whether I agree with some of those, you know, things or don't agree with those things is irrelevant. I still watched all of it and enjoyed it and understood, you know, looking at it from that context. I think the Orville did a really good job. They had an episode, and it was basically all about social media. This whole planet was governed by basically up votes and down votes. And it was really, really good because it was, you know, it was like an ultra extreme situation of like our situation and the way social media is changing, you know, society and the way people act on it and the way, you know, it's either been positive or negative. But, you know, by putting that in a setting that was, you know, outside of, you know, our reality on some other planet where they do that thing to an extreme, it was just a really good way at like making you think about, you know, current issues in this, you know, far removed kind of situation, but it all still kind of applied, right? And I really enjoy that. You know, I like the thought-provoking, you know, ness of that kind of a presentation. And I think probably my you know, one of my issues with it is that, you know, they've kind of lost that, because you get people where they're saying, well, they made it woke or they made it political or this or that, and you'll have other people saying, well, then you don't know Star Trek, it's always been that way, right? And they're both kind of right, but it really is more about presentation than anything else. They did it in a much more, you know, nuanced and thought-provoking way that didn't divide, you know, people at the time. Yeah, Axel, I agree. I don't think the writing in Discovery was very good. And that has nothing to do with, you know, the content, you know, matter that they decide to write about. I just always felt like it was like a mile wide and an inch deep, you know. Every piece of dilithium in the, you know, universe has exploded, and, you know, and then at the end of the day, it's an upset child about, you know, the death of his mother, you know. I don't know. It just seemed a little weak to me. But at the same time, I'm never going to get in an argument with someone about it's the worst and it's, you know, ruining Star Trek, because other people might like it like that, and that's, you know, that's fine. It's the biggest problem these days. Everybody just needs to, you know, have tolerance that goes both directions. Like, everybody doesn't need to agree, and we can all still be friends on top of that, you know. Plus Season 3 of Discovery talked about the burn storyline. Well, that was the whole storyline, right? The burn? Season 3? And I'm pretty sure our giveaway is probably done. On the next wave, I'll go ahead and pull the winner on that, and then we'll start another one. I'll probably run the other one right at the end. We'll just make it like 5 minutes long, just so I can actually concentrate on that. Dust Devil, the DS9 is still there? Question mark. You might have said something before responding to somebody else. What do you mean? Some people are too judgmental. Yeah, and harsh. And I think that ties back into, you know, the quote-unquote, you know, social media age. You know, everybody has a voice, and that's good. And I think everybody, you know, definitely has a right to use that voice. But we shouldn't forget how we would act and talk to people if we were actually standing in front of them, you know. And I think probably most of us, like, you know, the demographic for, you know, Star Trek Online, you know, in general is, I think, a little bit more mature than what you would find, say, on, like, you know, the game my wife plays, Fortnite. And it's pretty evident there. I mean, they get 12-year-olds in there talking like you wouldn't believe. Well, you probably would, but... Steven, yes, we had a giveaway for a Mission Chicago code for some Holo Officers and Federation Elite Starter Pack. I believe it is completed already. My timer stopped. So yeah, I believe it's completed. So I'll pull that here in a few minutes, and then I will be doing another one of them. So if you're interested in that, I will be doing another code at the end of the stream. Also, we're doing 10 master keys. Will be given away in the Discord server. I was really late and didn't have any of my crap together today, so I haven't even set it up yet. So before the end of tonight, I will have that set up in the Discord server, the Fleet Discord server, this time. So if you're looking for a fleet, check out the server. If you don't want a fleet or you're already in one, you can still join. If you want to just participate in whatever, or you just want to participate in the giveaway, I don't care. It's open to everybody. But that will be up sometime after the stream tonight. I'm a rookie, and I don't have any of my crap together today, unfortunately. Season 4 storyline of Discovery, Special 10C. I have not watched the last season of Discovery. I'll just admit that now. I did start the first episode. I passed out, and it wasn't because like I was bored or whatever. I was just tired, and I just haven't been like, you know what? I really want to just finish that. I will at some point, but I haven't yet. I will say too, though, that Discovery's overall production, I think, is amazing. You know, the visual effects. You know, the way all the videography is done, I think it looks really, really good. Same thing with Strange New Worlds. With Picard, you know, we just saw LA mostly, so it's really kind of hard to say. What the heck was that going off? That was crazy. Gives you a headache. Yeah, I can see that. And I'm not judging whether or not like it was overdone or too much. I just think it looks good what they were doing. I mean, you could easily argue maybe there was a little bit too much of that. I mean, we didn't see that much, you know, in like next gen and stuff like that. Part of that, though, too, is just the technology of the time and limitation and things like that. I mean, we rarely saw the outside of the ship, you know, I mean, other than just kind of the flybys and stuff. I'm going to pull the giveaway now. Let me check in with Discord.
1155 of battery provisions.
We're racking them up.
Provisions and ore provisions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
This is honestly the fastest way to boost the colony.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the individual ones is a nightmare.
Yeah, doing this is just. We want this
every day.
Well, we're 2/3 of the way through it, guys. 2 more left.
I think we have enough time.
Place your bets now. Who's the next enemy?
Iconians.
This is the last one.
I am going to pull the giveaway here.
It looks like green.
All right, let me make sure I have my heal consoles down. Let's put a couple of these down, and then we'll get the giveaway going here. So this will be for the Mission Chicago code. This is for PC. This was provided to me by Kale a few months back, actually, right after, and I had a couple extra that I found. So let's go ahead and do that. If you're the winner, please just say something in chat, and that'll show up on my screen here. And then what I'll have you do is DM me in Discord. We'll go through a quick verification process, and then I'll get those codes sent over to you after the stream. If you don't have Discord and you have Twitter or even Facebook, those are 2 options as well. But you have to be able to message me outside of YouTube, since there isn't a way for us to communicate in private. So let's go ahead and pull that. Admiral 6 Killer, are you here? If you are, please say something in chat. I'll give you a few minutes here just in case there's any kind of stream delay. The nice thing about this bot is it will it'll isolate a particular person's comment. At least it's supposed to, because I see you chatting there, but but I don't see it showing up. Okay, now it's showing up. It's just a little bit delayed. As soon as I'm saying that, I see you going in chat, and I'm like, what? Why isn't it going? Okay, why I have you here? Do you have Discord? Do you use Discord? Okay, is that your in-game tune that you want that sent to? I can just send you the code in game. That works as well. Then, you know, you're in Discord. Okay. If you want, I can just send you in game the code in game mail to that tune that you just listed. Not everybody likes to put that in chat, so generally I'll have you just shoot me a DM in Discord, and then we can discuss that. But that's completely up to you. Okay, so when I get done with the stream, I will go ahead and send you the code via in-game mail to that tune that you listed there for us. There's no hashtag on it or anything like that. I tell you what, shoot me a DM as well, and I'll just circle back around with you after the stream and just make sure. That'll probably be the best way to make sure you get your winnings without any interruption. I'm really liking this Anchor of Grethor. This is the first time I've actually used it. Yeah, that'll be after the stream for sure, Martin. And trust me, I've made that mistake before. I used to stream like every single night on Twitch years back, STO. It was more just me and my buddies would just go live and we would just play. You know, it was nothing super special. But that actually, I think somebody sent me a code via in-game chat message, and it was on the stream. So it was like this race to like get to my launcher and enter it just to make sure nobody sniped it. I mean, I didn't have very many people watching, so it wasn't like a big deal, but. Anchor Grethor is probably the best control kit module. Yeah, I was using the Paradox Bomb last time, and it's just too slow. This is a lot faster. Let me pull Discord back in.
Oh, no, you don't.
We are mowing through these guys.
Yeah, that's easy, but that's what you like.
Give us the Iconians before we're done here.
I don't know if they are on this version. I used Group J's and that too.
Oh, did we unlock the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Does that give us more marks? Or is it just a different variety?
Just a different variety of enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what the go was, but everyone was saying Group J is the best one to run.
Okay. I remember you saying that last time and couldn't get into it.
We're not exactly giving us too much difficulty here. I mean, it's being a challenging fight. If we were short-handed, it would be interesting.
I wish they would just give us an elite, you know, queue of this and double the reward, just for fun. Then we could train up. We could train up teams and.
I would bring Stone in for that one because he's the most equipped out of all my fleet admirals. He is literally, he has nothing left to do.
Yeah, this one has no Voth, no Herald or Tholians.
Admiral 6 Killer, I got your DM, man. I'll respond to you once we get finished.
Yeah,
especially if you have green weapons. They freeze and shatter. It's hilarious.
If you have 4 engineers and 4 to 8 tactics, you can easily complete them.
Yeah.
With YouTube, I have to set OBS. If you need help with that, Martin, let me know.
Oh, we got Klingons this time, boys.
Klingons.
Seriously, who's gonna electrocute them?
Every time my character sees a Klingon,
Agonizer, I'll show you an Agonizer. Come here.
Every time my character sees a Klingon, she just wants to gut them.
What you want is a code that has a Federation Elite Starter Pack. Holy crap. We are getting bombarded. And then it also has Hollow Bridge Officers of Lita, Bashir, and Kira. It also comes with a title as well. I think the Federation Elite Starter Pack, I'm not sure what all that has in it. I'm pretty sure it's some bank slots, probably some inventory slots.
Hey, it's just not paying attention to what's going on.
What's my opinion of the best fleet carrier?
Not like we really have to.
Yeah.
I personally,
We're just murdering everything before it comes in.
Well,
I'm assuming you, well, I personally like the KDF carrier that they have, and I'm trying to think what the heck it's called. There's a couple different versions of it, but you can equip, they're like a, what is it? They're bird of praise, basically hangar pets. They do just a crazy amount of damage. And you can only equip them to that particular ship. Fed side, I'd have to kind of think about that, to be honest with you. I don't play a lot of carrier. If I am going to play something with pets, I normally will do a flight deck carrier, and I would definitely recommend sticking to that, unless there's something that you're just like, I like how it looks, I just want it, or it, you know, will take specific pets that you can't put on anything else. And the reason for that is the flight deck carriers, they're 4/4 weapon layout. So you still get, you know, your standard 8 weapons. If you go with a straight up, you know, carrier, it's going to be a 3/3, and they both will have 2 hangar bays. So for me, I personally like going that route if I'm going to do that. The Silic is very good. And that is, Is that considered a flight? I know it's not considered a carrier, but it has 2 hangar bays. It's a 5.3. It's got a cloaking device. It's really good. That's one of the ones I got on my free-to-play. Augie, dude, what's up, man? 12 months. I can't believe that it's been that long that we've had memberships. This nurse is pissing you off. I saw your tweet earlier, man. Sounds like she's been doing that all day, huh? We were talking about you a little bit at the beginning of the stream. We're glad that you're awake and doing better. I know you still got stuff to deal with, but in my opinion, it's much better than it was 2 days ago when we were all glued to Twitter waiting for news, man. So I think I can speak for all of us when we say we are glad you are awake and angry at your nurse. And we would expect nothing less from you. Yeah, I bet, man. Surgery it's no joke. When do you think you'll be able to go home, man? They're gonna keep you for a little while, or? Am I the only one with something in their eye now? I don't know what you mean by that. It's another one of those bombardments, man. It's hardcore. So I'm hoping I will be able to stream on Sunday as usual. My mother and father-in-law, they're giving us a jacuzzi, and I'm supposed to... Well, first I got to make a spot for it in the backyard, and then I also have to move it. But I'm hoping that I can get my trailer and enough people together to get it like early enough. Because if it goes much later than like 1, 2 o'clock my time, then it gets a little bit late stream-wise. There's a lot of people that are just past their bedtime. Probably keep me another week at least. I was on blood thinners when scrap happened, so lost a lot of blood during the surgery. I don't think any of the blood is currently... it's all somebody else's. Well, at least you got some. Whoa. Like I said, man, we were all pulling for you, and we're glad that you're doing better. Yeah, Lawrence, that KDF character, and I can't think of what it's called at the moment. I'll look it up in a second for you. But it's I like it, and I really like the I think it's the tier 4 or 5 skin for it. It's an older model, but it's I think it looks really cool. There was a variant that came out where you could get either that. There was a Gemidar version of it, and I think there was also a Fed version of it. And you could get that tier 6 version, and you could put that older skin on it. am not swollen like a balloon. I'm filled with fire. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, the good wishes and people, you know... Oh, I was like, no, I clicked end because that's it. It's nice, but at the end of the day, right, if you feel like shit, I mean, it doesn't change anything. Let me get Discord back in here. GG. Yeah, we walked through that without even a scratch, it felt like. Give...
I won't be able to join the KDF one because I don't have a KDF tune.
Yeah, just
how do we put him into the coffer, guys? What's the
so
mechanic
you
there?
click on the Colony World tab, and then the far right, there's a little coffer, and just contribute everything into the coffer.
Yeah. We'll distribute them to the projects appropriately, so.
Ah, coffer, gotcha.
Rochester, Holdings, Colony World. Where's the coffer in this?
Coffer, all the way over on the right. Status, contribute, provisions, leaderboard, coffer.
Yep.
Marvelous.
Lawrence, let me check for you.
Are we switching over KDF tunes?
Yeah.
KDF? Okay. I am switching now.
Stu, do you want to show everybody where the daily is as well? If anyone's interested in doing those?
Yeah, we can run over there. Let me just start this other giveaway here.
We have to jump out to sector space before leaving?
No. We just
No.
need to log off.
No. As long as you're either outside where it says enter Fleet Junior Colony World, or you're on the ground, it'll...
All right, there is the other giveaway. We're going to run that for 5 minutes. So for people in our fleet or in any fleet, you can also do... it's not that mission, but you run around and you scan a couple different areas, and you can get the fleet provisions. So if you come over to this person here, and you pick these, pick all 3 of them, you'll go over and you do like one of those little mini games, and it'll reward you with daily provisions. I think it's 250 per, so it's not a ton, especially when you look at some of these projects that need like 100,000. It's crazy, but it's still, you know, it's still a little bit extra, and if you're doing it daily, it definitely adds up. Crusher, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. But yeah, if you just do all 3 of them, it just takes a couple seconds. If you have a hoverboard, it makes it easier to get across the map because they're like they spread them like way out, so you have to like run all the way around the map. It goes, you know, on this side and then all the way over to this side. I think there's 3 of them, 2 over here and then 1 all the way over here. But you can build up some resource. Every bit helps, especially when you're building up like your colony and stuff like that, because it's pretty immense. It's crazy. I'm going to switch over to my KDF here.
Stu, I think you can do those daily things hourly, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are hourly.
Oh, they're hourly. Okay. That makes, I guess, more sense, because if you were just getting those amounts on a daily basis, it's like worthless. It's not worthless, but it's nothing.
I don't try to find you guys this time. I'm actually standing right by Caleb.
Nick, did you say you needed an invite?
Yeah.
Can you type your name in our chat channel, the SFCO/SOK?
Yeah, not bringing the battle to this party. I got the Kamarki suit and the Boolean cannon.
How do I check?
Hey, I got the good bat left with me.
Still on Risa?
Same one I usually have. Yep. The battle at the levels as you do. That's.
How do I check my own rank again in the fleet?
It's in the roster.
It'll no, I'm kidding.
I got a bit to go for another promotion here. Where am I?
No, you have to hit Control, Alt, and Delete at the same time.
And then
no.
you're 132.
I've grown up around computers. You can't pull this bullshit on me.
I shouldn't hold the power
That's
button
right,
for 5
Shadow
seconds.
Poet.
just
Yeah,
put
that's
lost.
it.
So how do I increase my rank from petty officer? Because I just put 20 took off that.
50,000 credits.
All right, let's jump over. So we'll finish up this giveaway, guys. I think that's gonna do it for me. I wanted to stream both, but I got the late start, and I'm hurting. Hopefully my kids haven't gotten me sick. I'm normally pretty immune to them, but so I think other than having COVID, what, it was almost a year ago now, I haven't been like sick in a decade plus. It's the first time you've heard other people than Stu. It's fun. Yeah, it's a little bit taxing for me, if I'm being honest. They're all of those guys are great dudes. It's just like, even like with like the music and stuff, I like having that for the production in my stream, but I have it basically turned off in my ear because I already have a hard enough time like reading and stuff like that, you know. So trying to read chat, play the game, also coordinate, and then talk, and then all our side conversations and stuff, which is really what makes this fun. I mean, we do this offline as well, and it's a lot of fun, you know, because we're shooting the shit, playing the game, having a good time. I mean, you guys have all played with people, you know, I'm assuming, or probably have, and you know, that's half the fun of playing the game, you know, especially at end game, right? Little teaser, I'll have an end game video coming out here in the next week or two. I'm doing a little bit of homework and research. I want to put a little thought into it, but it's going to be a talking head basically video about that. Let's see, we need to yeah, I got the second strain of it. It took me down hard, man. Well, I mean, COVID, like, I felt bad, and I felt bad for about 3 days, and then I started feeling better, and then I started feeling worse again, and I started feeling worse than I did before. So it looks like, you know, COVID was bad, but it was mild. You know, it wasn't life-threatening or anything like that, but it gave me pneumonia, and luckily, you know, our doctor was really on it. They prescribed me a bunch of medication. And so within about another 3 or 4 days, that started clearing up as well. But that was bad. The worst part during COVID is, you know, I started getting, you know, the low oxygen. And so I had stocked up with a couple cases of, you know, those sports oxygen cans, you know, people use them for sports, and it's just oxygen. I'd stocked up on those prior, just, you know, be on the safe side. And so I was using those pretty heavily, and that seemed to, you know, really help doing that. So I was able to recover pretty quick from COVID, but the subsequent, you know, infection that I got in my lungs, luckily that was caught quickly. And so, but it turned into a total of about 8 days I was out of the game. And I mean, I was on the couch, me and my dog, basically for, you know, 8 days straight. And a couple of those days, I mean, I was miserable, you know, 104, you know, temperature, which is pretty high, especially for an adult. But luckily, I mean, I didn't get the short of breath. I just felt bad. And there was a bunch of weird stuff too. My skin like kind of tingled. It was really weird. Or if I had to get up to use the bathroom or something, I'd, you know, bend over to grab something, and it was almost like, you know, if any of you guys are my age, every now and then, you know, you'll twist in a way or do something, and suddenly like your back tightens up, and then you sit up real slow, and you're like, oh my God, and it hurts for days. You know, it's like nothing, you know, just caused it. That would happen to me. Like I'd bend over to grab something, and it would suddenly be like, you know, my back tightened up, and I'd stand up real slow, and it's like it didn't even happen. It wasn't there. It's like it was all in my head. It was really, really weird. Anyways, sorry to go ranting about that. I'm still trying to understand what the hell is going on. Amui, what's up? And as my wife showed up, because you showed up last time, and I acknowledged you, she showed up, and I didn't see her, and I heard about it later after the stream. So, babe, if you are watching and you did say something earlier, oh, there you are. Yeah. I'm not ignoring you. You know that. Oh, God. I beamed in at the wrong time. All right, let's check the giveaway. All right, the giveaway is done. We're going to pull that winner. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I beamed in right at the wrong time. We just got done, in my defense, we just got done with the summer event, and you needed to be in swimwear for it. Promise. And we'll just say that her assets, that was randomly generated by the game. So, you know, none of it's my fault. That's funny. I made this one character, like, and I did my best to, like, make it look like my wife. And I did it first time in SOTOR. And then she changed her hair color, like, 2 days later. And in SOTOR, you got to pay for that. So it cost me $5. It's not random. Yeah, Riker helped me set it up, hon. My kid, my middle kid, he played, you know, a while back just a little bit with me. And so we're going through all the different options, you know, and so he's like, you know, Dad, what's bust size? You know, and so we look over at my wife and she's like, you know, it's boobs, you know, and he's like, all the way up. Now we have monkeypox. Luckily, that one doesn't seem to be as deadly. And that's actually been around for a while. I didn't know. I was reading about it the other day. There's always going to be something, man. Everyone's just got to be careful, take care of themselves, think about other people. There we go. Is that better? All right, let's do this giveaway here. Timothy Higgins, are you here? If you are, please say something in chat. Polio is so 1932. Rob, did it spell your name wrong again? I'm sorry, Rob. There he is. Timothy, do you have do you use Discord? It's a lot easier for me to work this out prior to ending the stream. Yes. Okay, perfect. Just shoot me a DM and I will we'll work out getting you the code after the stream here. Guy who watched a bunch of giveaways on SOTOR. He's got a rig command. The Wookiee Legend guy I watched that does World of Warships. He's got one as well. I think Kyuucontinuum has one too. You Google monkeypox, you'll pass. Yeah, I mean, I'll pass on all of it. Common cold, I don't care. I don't want to. Nobody wants to be sick, man. I've had to tell my wife that, especially like when we first started having kids. Like, I mean, and she's on it and it's good, you know, but sometimes it's like you're always gravitated to like the worst case scenario, right? So we're looking at, you know, kids' symptoms, you know, fever and this and that, you know, and so she'd go looking and it's always like the worst one. I'm like, yeah, but it could be like all these other things that aren't, you know, and it probably is. I doubt it's some rare, you know. All right, let's go ahead and complete that. I need to get me some ibuprofen before I start this next one. What do I want to do? I'm trying to put this over here. All right, that is going to do it for the stream. We are going to run the KDF one. I'm not sure if we're full or not yet. It doesn't look like it because I still have one spot on my team. And unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to know how many we have in. But if you do want in, just join the Discord. You don't have to be in voice chat if you don't want to. If you just go to the event tab and just say, hey, guys, I'd like to join in. You don't even have to be in the fleet. For this, you just need a KDF character, basically. It doesn't matter if you're good, if you're bad, it doesn't matter. If you want in, everybody's welcomed. We are not judgers. We're just here to have a good time. So if you do want in on that, that won't be on stream because I need to get some Tylenol and take care of a couple things real quick before I start with them. So I'll have to do it fast, so I'm not holding them up. But that will do it for me today. I am thinking about doing a World of Warships live stream tomorrow, possibly. It's just a game that I play it a lot, and it's fun. And I know, a lot of you guys play it. A lot of you don't. A lot of you hate it. That goes kind of across the board all over the place. But I would like to, expand the channel out a little bit. It's still always going to be a mainly STO, channel. It's my main game. That's the focus. That's why, most of you guys are here, is for that. So, but I do want to kind of just, dip into a few other things that I play. I'm never going to, just pick the latest thing that's super popular and go play it. This is stuff that I play, and you'll see if I do stream it tomorrow, I got lots of ships. I've put lots of time into it, and those kinds of things. And I'm a weirdo too, so I have a completely free to play account in that game as well. So you can see what you can accomplish without spending a dime either. But I may do that with a couple other games as well. Star Citizen is another one that I play. I know that game gets a lot of hate because of the way that the production is gone, and I have a lot of thoughts on that too. But I will say, these last couple updates are crazy good, and for what it is, I think it's probably one of the best games out there. If they ever get it released or get it released soon, I think it'll probably be the biggest game of all time, personally. But anyways, don't get me on a rant on that. I'll turn into a Tesla salesman for it. But anyways, if you guys do see that stuff popping up, and I'm sure you did with the World of Warships one, I'm not switching games. We're still going to be doing the STO stuff and all of that kind of thing. I just want to mix some different things in there. I really enjoy making the videos, doing the editing stuff and all of that kind of thing. And so giving myself a little bit more content, to work with. I'm a little dry on thoughts and things like that in STO. I'll kind of jump around. So I just want to let you guys know that you'll be seeing a little bit more of that, and it won't reduce the amount of STO stuff that I'm doing. And I want to also make sure that we're not looking for another game to switch to, so we'll be doing the STO stuff till the game ends, which I think will be a long time. People want me to do D&D videos, but I am not sure how to do those, because that's a card game, right? Maybe over the top camera. Look around and see who else are doing things similar, with that kind of gameplay. And with World of Warships, I put that out and I was assuming it would do really bad, and it just did kind of bad. But at the end of the day, I didn't care, because I wanted to make it. It was fun. I had a good time doing it. And if I lose some subs over that, then I probably didn't need them. This is kind of how it is. So Amdur, I don't know if I should approve that or not. Oh, okay, I understand. There you go. Like a how-to. I gotcha. All right, guys, I need to go ahead and finish this up here because everybody is waiting for the sim to start. So thank you all very, very much for being part of the stream today. Again, the Fleet Discord will have a key giveaway that'll be started sometime tonight. So consider joining the Fleet, jump in the Discord, join the giveaway. That'll be for 10 master keys, and that'll be up soon. So, all right, before I keep rambling on, you guys have a good one, and thank you very much for watching. P.S. Have a good one. Kalith, Shadow Poet, Dwayne, Axel, 07s, Slayer, have a go, man. Martin, as always. Dan, send me that link, man. I want to laugh. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you.